problem with Minnesota this year. Both the Pasco and Erie have been solid stats, really close to one another. And talking to the coach, he said, hey, look, I'm happy with how things are going. However, if one of these guys wants to take the bull.
LJ Mooney. Abel, though, gets the pass through for Burnside. Riley Thompson, the centering feed. He on the backhand, back to Strachey on the point. Broughton Sabo, the low shot redirected one.
Begley with an off-speed pitch there, just trying to find that lane.
Nathan Erie getting a feel for the puck, directed from the point. Abel shooting one. Erie couldn't catch that. He knocked it down. Deck cut, trying to stuff that puck on the back.
He got to the red line and shot it in the offensive zone and went into chase mode. That's because of the way the Buckeyes run their neutral zone defense. They're getting that straight up to Javon Moore. Another quick transition for the Buckeyes.
There's Erie. This time he's able to catch the puck. Some late contact there, and that draws it along with Isley. Probably led him with puck touches. And a face-off win. That was a theme last night. Ohio State dominated the face-off circle, but Minnesota did win some key face-offs late. Sabo, Riley Thompson now. Right back for Sabo. Changed directions and able to scoop it up there was Nathan Erie.
He's got a second, what I would call kerfuffle in front of them all throughout. For a freshman, that's all you can ask. Coach Moscow happy with the energy that entire line brought. John Middlestead buzzing all around, and Mason Moe.
To save some time, it's great to watch the condensed games as well. Carabella, Isley, McBrayer from the point, jutting out that pad was Erie. Penalty upcoming. And it's going to go on the Gophers.
It's got Luke Middlestad's tie.
Carabella.
Trying to take that center bumper play away.
Thomas the block in front. Rombach drives the puck up. Good keep in with the right skate by Carabella. In front is Burnside looking for that redirection. Under a minute to go in the advantage.
Minnesota front and three on that side.
Caron fires it wide.
Kids at home, if you're on the power play and you're shooting from an angle, missing on that far side is often detrimental. Often leads to a zone exit when you're trying to keep it in the zone and keep that power play churning.
Caron inching in, redirected in. A little bit of a luck. Ohio State will take it. It's a power play goal and a Buckeye lead.
Well, the Buckeye power play is keeping some zone time here. Caron's trying to hit the bumper play, which was Max Montez in that slot. Misses his intended target, but deflects in the net nonetheless. I believe this caroms twice, once off Montez and then the right foot of Rombach, maybe just the right foot of Rombach. We had a similar goal happen at this end that went Minnesota's way in an unorthodox fashion.
Now it's Pritchard. Pritchard walks in, that low drive. With Logan Turnus.
Minnesota's been able to enter with some significant speeds without that breakaway.
Zemer now, the little pull and drag. Deverly now getting a little warm. Head by Hong for Max Montez. He's with Crocker. Montez, a little toe drag, still with it. And off balance, he puts that shot out of play.
Max Montez using his speed to back the defense in and then goes laterally nicely to try to do a situation where he's moving around the defender. Begley gets just enough of him to cause him to their defensive zone that have to establish some of this pressure.
Deck cut, circling away from pressure. On for Ryan Gordon. A lot of cover back for Minnesota. Gordon wires it along the wall. Lucky now begins the breakout. Big Javon Moore, number 27. Now a little burst over the line, gives to Pritchard, in, shoots, scores! Pritchard answers back for Minnesota, off the rush, and we're tied.
Well, Javon Moore's play has elevated. And we're about to show you a nice little piece of work here. A big body known for his physical attributes. A lot of dexterity there. Backhand sauce through traffic, hits Pritchard. Tate Pritchard, who had a breakaway earlier in the game, pulls this one to his right. Goes 5-hole on the big netminder, Eberle.
Davis Burnside, 2 minutes to go in this opening period. Tied at 1. Burnside shot off of Begley to the boards. Good stick lift, and away comes Eric Paulson in Minnesota. Gophers are changing. Paulson, they're away from the puck, and he appears to be a little injured. He loses his stick, and he goes right to the bench.
Is it the forearm, the hand, or the wrist? Something like that, kind of cradling.
He could be blindsided there now. In the meantime, LJ Mooney motors forward. Mooney to Zemer in front. Mason Moe, little backhand. Thank you very much. That's a good-looking goal, and the Gophers lead for the first time tonight.
Oh my! Minnesota doesn't have their best to start this period. They score one quick on a strike from Pritchard, and then LJ Mooney passes his puck as hard as some players shoot it. And right on the doorstep for that rebound is the freshman Mason Moe. Great puck movement in right around that goal. And Moe elevates, and all of a sudden Minnesota has a lead.
So another slow start by Minnesota, not a problem. They get outshot 13-8. Good second half of that first period, though. 2 goals quickly, and they lead by 1.
The strange thing,
a surprise. This is just the second game this season where the Buckeyes have trailed after the first period.
that's interesting, given their struggle to get across the finish line.
Bind in behind the goal. But it's cleared by Ingles, on for Hong. Niall Crocker, a burst of speed. Hong the shot. Crocker couldn't get a stick on the rebound. Now it's Tanner Lucky on the counter for Minnesota.
Again, the Buckeyes with numbers back defensively there. 3 across, causing that dump.
Darting forward, Montez couldn't release the shot. Sticks with it. It's Minnesota now. Pritchard unable to clear it. Montez on for Hong. Hong still patiently holding, trying to wrap around. Hong finds space, and Ohio State has tied it. Second goal of the year for James Hong.
Minnesota tries to clear, but the Buckeyes stay with it. This goes to Max Montez in the slot there, who handles it off to Hong, who beats the netminder to the far side. They try to wrap around 3 times in the first period, unsuccessful. The quickness of Hong gets it done here. Airy down on that near post, trying to protect against a high short side shot, and Hong
Done by several Buckeyes.
LJ Mooney's stick compete is so elite.
Zemer with Lucky. Zemer shooting it wide as he looked off Lucky. Now it's Riley Thompson. The other way for Ohio State. Little soft pass into space. Burnside. Ingles shot. Swatted wide. Abel in. A tight angle, that centering pass, rifled through. Now it's Riley Thompson down. We did last night to create a forward, number 18 for Minnesota. Zemer now, a little time, looking for the right pass. Whipple shot off the blocker there of Eberle.
Had Eberle moving there too.
Mooney turns and fires. That doesn't get through. Going for a little skate, looking for any openings or open players. Mooney, there's the open player. Zemer. Oh, and that's magic. Mooney to Zemer, power play goal, and the Gophers grab the lead again.
Well, the magic of this play and why this happens, LJ Mooney holds onto the puck so long that all of a sudden you've got 1 set of eyes, 2 sets of eyes, 3 sets of eyes, then 4 sets of eyes basically watching him. That allows Zemer to go unattended high in that slot area. Finally, Montez sees him at the last moment, and it's too late. Great vision and patience shown by LJ Mooney. Look at that, just a gaping net for Zemer to score his 3rd of the weekend. through the player's legs.
Was wise. 3-on-2 potentially here for Ohio State. Jake Carabella works it in front. Isley to the backhand, and Arie stays with him. In the second period from the Ohio State campus, Davis Burnside cuts and fires, patted aside by Arie. Mabo straight away. That's off a shin pad and out to center.
I think that was Jimmy Clark who took that one.
Burnside on for Felix Caron, driving it in. Riley Thompson trying to hold it in, get some help from Sabo. And a nice redirection there. Caron, the shot there. Dangerous rebound. Sabo, nifty pass to Caron. There's Burnside. Buries it. Power play goal. Buckeyes have tied it.
Tremendous puck movement by the Buckeyes and doing a nice job of retrieving pucks after a shot. They hold on to it here, distribute it out wide, and that pass was magic. Seamed through the top of the box of the penalty killing unit of the Gophers. Makes it oh so difficult for Arie to be able to push post to post, especially considering the big body of Riley Thompson out front. And then we had to go away. I said his stick compete is elite. And what I mean by that is,
here's Thomas off the pad.
in stick battles, you know, down in the corners or whatever.
Their lower bodies are almost identical. That's a good guy to be compared to.
Very interesting take. Logan Cooley right now leading his team with 14 goals.
By one man. Chased down by Deckut. And away with the puck is Sam Deckut. Nathan Lewis cuts, gives to McBrayer, redirected in. Backdoor goal, it might be Ryan Gordon. Either way, the Buckeyes grab a big one.
We talked about puck luck, maybe not going the Buckeyes' direction in last night's defeat. Well, this is the second time they've had a very fruitful deflection as we watch speed built through the neutral zone. You bring that puck to the net and good things will happen. Whipple really doing everything right here. An unfortunate bounce for him because he was using his body perfectly, boxing the player out, trying to let Arie see this puck. Nothing he could do, nothing he would likely want to change. But an unfortunate break for the Gophers.
In pursuit is Isley. Zemer comes in to help. McLaughlin shot off his stick and into the protective netting.
He talked about just a slick.
McLaughlin, final shot of the period. It's Ohio State leading by one after 40 minutes here in Columbus.
Big period for Ohio State.
First period. Ohio State trying to take advantage of it. Off we go in the final period of regulation. Speaking of off he goes. Ingles on the point. William Smith, good hesitation. Now shooting it, and it's gloved down by Nathan Arie.
Great patience by Smith right there. The forward went.
Montez keeps this attack alive. Whipple is on him, making sure that he doesn't take a penalty. Here's Jimmy Clark, 2-on-2 for Minnesota. The trailers, Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Jimmy Clark. The wraparound attempt. Jimmy Clark shoves it in. Answers back for Minnesota, and we're tied at 4.
Jimmy Clark has to feel a huge relief because he has done so much and seemingly not getting rewarded to the degrees he's been contributing to this Gopher team. Picks this one up out of a pile and gets moving with some speed. Sells inside. Nice drop to then give him some separation. The defenseman had to react to that, move back up. That gave him a significant lead on that, and he beats the netminder to the far side with some speed.
Ohio State trying to answer back. Isley turns it in front. Visions there of Jake Carabella. There's Tate Pritchard. Nathan Lewis arrives to bump him off the puck. That got pushed down by Whipple. A little bit of an opening here. Javon Moore. Brody Zemer streaking in on the backhand. Tucks it in through the 5-hole. Brody Zemer in Minnesota. They've got the lead back. Brody loving the Buckeye State this week.
Terrific set of hands on Brody Zemer, but love what Minnesota does through the neutral zone here. And it's Javon Moore's pass that sets this things up, seams it perfectly, gives Zemer an opportunity, and he goes 5-hole. Shows that he might go to the far side. The netminder has to push. When he pushes, well, that opens up the wickets, and Zemer is able to get this one slipped right through the legs of the netminder. Minnesota gets the lead back. And Javon Moore go.
Yeah, now he has to deal with number 27 on the puck retrieval. Isley for Wise. Cooley in across that line. There's Isley. Pounces on it. Bangs it by Airy. Back and forth we go. Ohio State has leveled.
The exchanges continue. Last night in the second period, we had 5 goals scored, bouncing back and forth. Minnesota 1-goal lead does not last for long. Wise comes in with speed, sends this one around, and the battle ensues. And a fortunate break there, because I believe it was the Minnesota defender that was trying to win a stick battle, centered it accidentally on the tape of the Minnesota native.
And was foiled there. Montez on the counter. He has Crocker with them. Crocker fishing for the rebound. Hong as well. They move it back to the point. Sabo shooting. Airy gets a piece of it. Montez. Circling. Good stick there by Jimmy Clark to disrupt things. Now in front. Airy the save. Montez again. Riley Thompson, 2 forecheckers on him. Mooney in front for Zemer, couldn't get the shot away as he was back to grab that puck. Here to Burnside, now Strachey, low shot, bounding wide, Thompson after it. To Caron, but the heavy stick there of Brody Zemer allows Minnesota to clear.
Just his time with him.
Montez steals. Montez dancing in. Montez couldn't get the shot away, but he draws a big power play here for Ohio State.
So Luke Middlestad's going to the box here, but I think it might have been more Jimmy Clark. Jimmy Clark going way down below the goal line as the penalty killing forward.
Sabo. Caron thought about it. Back for Broughton. Sabo. Caron, low shot, rebound, Burnside, Airy there. Carabella off the side. Sabo's got a lane, it closes down. Carabella, Burnside, redirected out of play.
Great read there by LJ Mooney that they were going to try to pop that back into the slot to Davis. Burnside, Carabella setting that one up. Take a look at the battles in front of that net. We talked about how that was going to be a big part of what Minnesota was going to have to deal with. Cal Thomas actually playing mini sticks goalie at some point behind Nathan Airy. That was unbelievable by LJ Mooney.
2 minutes to go. McBrayer, Ingles with purpose there off the wall. Wise was trying to jam. Burnside steers it back to the point. William Smith. Thompson in front looking for the deflection, but it was wide. Whipple shot redirected. Moe tracks down the rebound.
Great job.
5 goals on 19 shots for the Buckeyes. 2.5 to go. Montez loses the draw. Next stop, overtime here on the Ohio State campus. And here we no panic from number 73, Broughton Sabo. Burnside will take it, revving up the engines. Off the boards is Carabella. He takes it. Carabella fires, scores! Carabella, overtime game winner, Ohio State. Six-game losing streak is history for the Buckeyes.
A lot of respect right there. A lot of years spent together with Steve Rawlik and Steve Miller. Take a look at this. Play winds up. Really difficult gap for the Gopher defense as they were standing on that far blue line there, and they move it out wide. And hold mine as Jake Carabella come in and release a missile. Kisses that one off the post. Great distribution there by Burnside. Head up. Eyes looking where he wants to place it, and he beats the netminder to the far side for a huge win for the Buckeyes. As you made mention, snapping that streak. They played a lot better hockey than their record would show you at this point. Oh, so close. 9 one-goal games, 0-4 preseason.